Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Awesome, awesome. Oh, baby, do you hear the sirens? People are talking. The sirens are in the distance. Mm-hmm. Collective, it's an emergency. Ooh-wee. Yeah, Blueface out here talking, baby. It's Blueface, baby. Oh, yeah. Blueface, baby, is letting that thing out. I can clearly see on this man's face he is unhappy with this situation. Ooh-wee. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So, y'all know I'm back with another hypothetical entertainment celebrity read. All things are hypothetical. I don't know anyone. No one knows me. And we're going to get into this thing. We're just going to be talking about the new circulating information. Yes, y'all. Over the last 24 hours, Blueface has come out on the internet and said via a post that he is not the father of Chrisean's baby. And that has caused a firestorm all over the internet. All over the internet. Now, if you have eyes to see and common sense, you already know it's a narrative being ran. This is a play. It could be some type of money or contractual, obligation that they had to stick to. But maybe it's up, Maybe he paid back the money. Maybe, somehow he got himself off the dotted line. However it may be, he's physically not participating in any type of fatherhood business with Chrisean and her child. Now, I have been seeing several different YouTubers, streamers, putting out their content, and I had to listen to everybody and see what's going on. It seems like there is a huge amount of damage control being put out, being that Blueface has came out and said what he said. There are people clearly stating Blueface is lying. He don't know what he's talking about. He just mad because he mistreated Chrisean. He was on some F-boy shit. He be whoring around. Whatever they want to say about Blueface, that still ain't gonna make it his baby. That still is not gonna make the child Blueface baby. It's basically like the internet trying to tell Blueface, be quiet, don't say no, just let that live. And then the Ronnie Doe portion is coming back up. So if Blueface is saying he's not, he's saying as well on the post, it says to Chrisean's Jesus' real dad, Ronnie Doe. So Blueface is coming out with it and saying, hey, that's not my kid. Don't try to put it on me no more. I don't want to talk about it. And it is what it is. And I said what I said. And people out here on their platforms trying to tell us with eyes to see and common sense that Blueface is the father of that child. And he just mad because Chrisean didn't want to show up to the events. He's just upset because Chrisean won't let him see the child and don't want nothing to do with him. You hear me? If a man knows for sure that the child is their baby, do you think that they have to sit and wonder and hope that the mother will give them access so that they can find out? No. If Blueface knew, like the way Ronnie was going hard, trying to get an actual court to bring her in, if he knew that was his child, don't you think it would be that simple? Don't you think it would be that simple for Blueface to go and say, oh, you won't let me, do you hear the car horn honking? Back me up, spirit. You won't let me have access to the child. I'll go to the courts myself. I'm the father. Guess what? I have parental rights. I can go and request you bring her in. But why won't Blueface do that, right? Look what happened to Ronnie Doe. So all he can do is verbalize it. Look what happened to Ronnie Doe when Ronnie pursued court action. Think about that. Now everybody's saying, no, you can't tie that to her. I'm not tying it to her. I don't know if she has any association with what happened to Ronnie Doe. I don't know anything about that. What I am saying is that Blueface has a reason not to go and seek legal action because it could be that simple. He could have taken that child long time ago through court action if he wanted to. Everybody playing crazy, like they don't know what's up. Yeah, she had the baby in Baltimore for a reason. She wasn't nowhere near. Every time you see, I've been watching the streams where Blueface is talking, people trying to ask some questions. See, like I said, what I said. You could see the look on his face, like, man, they got me under pressure. I don't want to be involved with her, but man, I got to say something, because behind the scenes, they definitely had some conversations. They've been in connection, of course. Carissa out here talking about that's her baby. She don't want nothing to happen to her son. We don't either. Neither does Blueface brother. Shout out to all the journalists. I'm going to give a big shout out. I've seen a few people today. You know, I watched a few different streams. I think Ruby Kai had a stream I watched today. Shout out to, I think I watched King World. Shout out to King World, man. Broke that thing down like a pound. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Receipts, baby. Making that thing make sense. I hear you. And then we got other platforms, of course, who are for Chrisean and not with, that we're against Chrisean. I'm not against Chrisean. We just see what we see. It's that easy for her to put all the rumors to rest and just take that child in and clarify it. Clarify it, but she won't. She won't. She won't do that. So we're talking about this situation here with her and Blue. You know? With her and Blue. It's a lot of pressure. All he can do is basically say, you know, I'm not claiming that situation. He's been showing her physically. Do you not see him hanging out with everybody he even considers or thinks might be his baby mama? Even Nvea, as silly as she is out here. Yeah, she thinks she got herself a prize. Yeah, just like Chrisean thought she had herself a prize. You know what I mean? But he ain't going for it no more. Spirit, can you tell us? It says he ain't going for it no more. Spirit says, yes, he's not going for it no more. You see? He's putting it down. This is the King of Pentacles. This is the father in the family. This is supposed to be the husband. This is supposed to be the family man. He putting it down. He said he's standing up for himself. That's what Blue said. So, Spirit, we just want to ask, and I'm going to ask this 3 times. 2 times is out here already. Spirit said yes. Spirit said yes. Spirit, we want to know the truth as far as you know it. As far as you know it. Okay. Spirit said yes. Okay, we're going to try to see if we could tell some truth. Is Blueface the father? Hold on, y'all. Okay. We're going to see if we can tap in. Is Blueface the father? Hypothetically speaking, that is. Hypothetically speaking, that is, Spirit. That's a no on the bottom of the deck. But let's see what comes out. Is Blueface the father? Let me shuffle. I'm going to ask it 3 times, y'all. Is Blueface the father? So we have recognition right here, right? We have 1 yes. Now, this yes don't mean he's the father. I do see that he wants to be victorious, or he wanted to be victorious as the father here. But there are a lot of other men that Chrisean was with. There was a lot of other people that she was with. Wasn't just no Ronnie Doe. She was with other people. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Okay, y'all know what the question is. Is he the father? Is he the father? And it's been the big maybe on the board, right? The maybe, right? The fiery question. Is he the father? Y'all seen this pop out. And I'm shuffling. The Tower. There's a no. I think he wanted to be, and then there was a period of finding out. A period of waiting. This is like a clock, waiting to let time tell the story about the family, whether it was going to be real or not. All right. One last time, we're going to ask again. Tell us more information. Tell us more information about the baby. It's the child. Tell us more about the child. Oh, wait. Because everybody out here lying, y'all. They want y'all to believe the narrative. Do not be fooled. Do not believe the narrative. Okay? That's called cognitive dissonance. When you seeing one thing, but you hearing something else, and you believing, you seeing something and you feeling something, but somebody trying to tell you it's not what you see and not what you feel and not what you know in your spirit. They trying to tell you, nah, that ain't what you see. How you gonna push a baby on somebody? I don't understand that part. It's just as simple to go to the courts, whether she go or whether he go. It's just that simple. But she won't go. One man is already not here because he pursued action to try to figure that out. You think they're gonna take that chance again? Nobody's gonna take that chance. Nobody's willing to take that chance. Everybody's just watching. They know they're being watched somehow. Okay? And I've seen this card twice with this no. Okay, we're gonna ask again. Spirit, is Blueface the father of Chrisean Jesus, as you know it? Is Blueface the father of Chrisean Jesus? Is Blueface the father? Okay, we gotta do that again. We just need one card, Spirit. We back at them two again. Okay. Is he the daddy? Is Blueface the daddy? Oh! Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Live. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Stop playing with your Divine Goddess Davy. Hit that like button for me. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Do you see the cards? Do you see the cards? Stop playing with me. He wanted to claim that. Man, he wanted to claim it, but it was too many other. The wand is the phallic. That's the phallic, baby. Damn, Blue. Damn, Blue. I'm sorry. And the truth is right here. You see the truth right here? Stop playing with me. You see justice right here? Okay? Justice is speaking. They can say what they want. They can put out whatever narrative on whatever platform they want. Don't believe the hype, baby. Don't believe the hype. He got reason to keep his mouth shut and just say his little part. He is in pain. Blueface is in pain. We know. We know Blueface ain't the best dude. Nobody is taking up for Blueface. We know. And we not getting on Chrisean either. I'm not mad at Chrisean. We are asking the questions that need to be asked. That's it. That's it. What's up, everybody? Eyes of Cree. What's up, boo? What's up? Say what's up to our moderator, everybody. Eyes of Cree is in the house. Y'all be good. Y'all be good. Martin, what's up? Let me see. We got Hellboy in the house. Aaliyah. All right, y'all in the house. Okay, y'all be good now when we talking about this situation. You see this? This girl had a karmic relationships, baby. Let me tell you, Ronnie Doe is screaming out from the ethers. Okay? He crying out from the ethers. Let me put this at the end. This was the end result of their relationship. This right here. That's a karmic. That's a karmic relationship. The love is right there. That's lightning striking. Do you see the lightning on this card? It's the same lightning coming down on the side of this card. Let me go at the right side. See this lightning? That's the same lightning that hit them. Him and Chrisean. It's a shock to her system right now that he actually came out and said that. All right. So she went out and she had to do her damage control. She had to get her people, her PR team on it. And she got people out here. Just, Chrisean has turned her life around, and she has. And I commend her for that. Okay. She's turned her life around. Do that make it any less true about Blueface not being the child's father? Do that make it any, all that could be true. Yeah, Blueface was not good to her. Blueface did this to her. He did that to her. He said this. Yeah, they were having conversations. They were talking to each other on text message right before he put that out. But let me tell you something. He can stand on it. You know why Blueface can stand on it no matter what nobody say? Because they can drag Blueface into court and it could be over that quick. Just drag him into court. Y'all don't like what he's saying? Oh, don't you want some child support? You know what I mean? I'm just speaking it. He letting it be known. He said, I'm not hiding no more. He said, I'm tired of this narrative. I'm tired of the narrative. He said, and then behind the scenes, I'm fighting for my life over here. People don't know I'm being forced to say this. I'm being forced to be involved. Out here putting can you imagine somebody just put a child on, You saying no, that's not what it is. You know, you coming out and speaking your truth, and people telling you, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You just trying to hurt her. You just mad because you don't have access. You just upset because she didn't show up to your events. Y'all don't let nobody tell y'all just anything. You see this? Don't with this page of swords, don't let nobody just tell y'all anything. Exercise your own truth right here. Queen of Swords. Exercise it. Man, listen, she was hot. She was hot when that hit. She ain't like that. What Carissa gonna say? What part of the what part of the baby look like Carissa now? Carissa said it was the eyes, the ears. What was the fingertips? I don't know which part. Which part, Carissa? Because let me tell you something. Carissa been out here showing her true natural self late, baby. True natural self, baby. I thought she was like, you know, a cool older lady, you know, somebody just trying to chill and, you know, be a good grandmother and be a good mother, you know, and just have her little bit of fame. It's, you know, her little sector over here and whatnot. Nah, she been all in the business in a crazy way, been talking sideways, been talking like the horror. Oh, Carissa been out here talking big horror business. She letting it be known. Well, once again, have your own mind. Do a little bit of thought on that, baby. Oh, because everybody's talking. Everybody's talking. Yeah. You out here spitting them facts, baby. He talking about it. He said, standing your ground. He said he blocking her. He said he blocking anything that having to do with that. He blocking it all. Blocking it. He wanted to claim that with her, but she broke his heart. I'm telling you, as bad as y'all seen them go through all of that, that was because of the way she began to act. He saw her drinking, the way she would act out in public. You know what I mean? Her going back and forth. As soon as he go get with the next boy, she was with the next dude, or she over here and be more, she over here and over there. He was like, all right. He's like, cool, I'll play the game with you. Queen of Swords, King of Swords right here. Look, he fell on top of her. He said, I'll play the game with you. I'll match you. He's been covering for her for a long time. You see how that fell upside down? He's been covering for her for a long time. And he needs to get some balance. He needs to get some balance in this thing. He said she was talking spicy to me. And what does this say? This says astute. This says what? Truth. Do you see the truth? This is an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is blue. He said, I'm standing on truth. He got the Ace of Swords, clarity. He said he got some clarity after they had a disagreement. It says failure, surrender, change, walking away, a sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior, inappropriate behavior, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, pain. I asked right here, these three cards. It is blue the father. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, absence, division, depression, separation, unhappiness, turmoil, grief, sorrow, restlessness, disorder, confusion, and alienation. He tried like 3 good times to step back into this situation with her and try to just go with the narrative. He said he can't do it. I need balance. He said, I can't do it. He said, whatever, whoever coming for him, whatever. He said, I can't do it. He said, at least if anything happened, they'll, you know, it was out there that I said my piece and I stated that. Now, what is mama going to say now? He said, I talked about it. He said, this was one of the worst relationships that he had. When they asked what was the worst, he said with Chrisean. He said, what was the best? He said with Coyle Ray. How did this make Blueface feel? Ended. Endings, defeat. He felt like that was a whole defeat right there. Do you see all the swords? 3 more swords. These are 10 and these are 3 more. On top of a tower. On top of the Queen of Swords, she was cutting them down. She was, you know, talking that spicy. Talking that spicy. He said for a minute, he didn't want to do it. For the coins. He didn't want to do it, you know. The coin might not be as much, he said, but he don't care. He don't care. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Spirit, I'm going to ask it the other way. I'm going to ask it the other way because I see this right here. My other question is Ronnie Doe the father? Right? You see this right here? This is somebody having a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? All right. You see somebody's really sad right here. This is a lot of sorrow. Okay. Is Ronnie Doe the father? You see this is upside down, right? I don't know if y'all can see this. This is upside down. This is a no, which would mean it would be a yes. He is not in illusions. If this was upside, right side up, this would be somebody who is delusional, who don't know what they're talking about. It says dreams. Okay? Somebody, he is not dreaming. He was not dreaming. You see the card in my hand, right? Is he the father? Foresight. Foresight. He said it was between him and two other people. He knew somebody else that she was with too. Blue, him, and somebody else. He knew all her business. They had the kind of relationship where he was so in love with her that she would tell him who she was with, and he'd be like, man, just tell me the truth, man. I'm always love you. Just stop playing with me. They had that kind of relationship. When I call you, answer. I don't care who you with. We together forever. It was that kind of relationship he was cultivating with her. Look, he looked at her as his empress. And this is the pregnant lady, the empress. She would be the mother. She would be the mother. And once again, the world, he saw her as his world. Yes, yes. Spirit said you don't even have to do no shuffling. Because it's another yes. Creative expression. He felt so much for Chrisean. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to you, Ronnie Doe. Is Ronnie Doe the father? According to what Spirit is saying, yes. Yes. He knew it. That's why he has the wand. He has one wand in his hand. That's why he knew it. The other two are in the background. That's why he knew. What does it say? Foresight. Foresight. What does this card say? The Empress. Pregnancy, fertility, motherhood, sensuality, nurturing, creativity, beauty, active and passionate, femininity, nature, harmony, and art. This is how he saw her. She was his world. She was his world. He wasn't a perfect person, but as far as how as close as a man could get to a woman in genuine, feelings, yeah, he had them for her. He had eyes for this girl. He had eyes for this girl. He was trying to plead with her, He was trying to plead with her. He was trying to talk to her. See this enthusiasm. He was trying to talk to her. We have yeses all across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yeses for Ronnie Doe. Ooh wee. Girl. In the middle, we definitely got Chrisean. Water sign. She did not want anybody to know anything. Quiet. Don't you see 3 different animals? 1, 2, 3. Told you something. It was between 3 people that she would link up with. This card is normally naked. This is the star. 3 people she would link up with, and this would happen in the nighttime. This would happen in the nighttime. Chrisean. Yep. She wanted the family real, real bad. This is about family, children, mothers, fathers. That whole situation, it was toxic. You see us coming over the devil, okay? Coming over her. All right. And everybody needing balance. Her being the star out here. Mind you, the devil card says mental health issues, secrets, obsession, deception, dependency, bondage, materialism, sex, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, and aggression. That is everything that was going on that she's moved away from. Yes, she's ran to God. Yes, because she knows God is the only one that can give her grace. Do you understand this? She's been keeping her mouth shut. You know how embarrassing it is to get out here and have everybody thinking that Blueface is? She got to keep that narrative going. So if she take him to court or he take her to court, and that DNA gets pulled by the legal system, she gonna have to get out here and show face in front of everybody that she was pushing that narrative to, and everybody who was backing her up pushing it too. So she's not gonna get out here and do that because it's too much at stake. Is all that she's told everybody. All that she's told everybody. She was infatuated. She was obsessed with Blueface at a point, Chrisean. She was. I don't care how people feel. I'm not upset at Chrisean. I ain't mad at Chrisean. Chrisean is a human being. Yeah, she deserves grace. She deserves to have second chances, new beginnings, all that good stuff. She deserves to develop as a woman and a lady. She deserves to be loved and her child. Okay, she deserves all that. But that still ain't going to make the baby blues. It ain't going to make the baby blues. Whether she showed up to an event or not, it ain't going to make the baby blues. Look at her. She agrees. Energetically, it's not going to make the baby blues. She said she couldn't claim this. She said, and this also I'm getting is Ronnie Doe. Secrets about that death. I don't care what nobody's saying. Spirit see it out here. And spirit knows it. With that high priestess energy. What do we need to know about Ronnie's passing concerning this issue? Look at it. 4 wands, the house, the family. The house, the family. Could you all hit that thumbs up button for me? It's not that many of us in here, y'all. We can make it happen. All right? She want to keep this away from the community. She don't want people to know and see her as being, back in the day when you would have a child out of wedlock, it was like your child was a bastard. That's what they would say back in the day. That your child didn't have a father. That you was out here slinging it like an alley cat or something. She don't want people to know how much thoughting around she was doing at one point in time. And nobody mad at it. You know what I mean? Listen, I got plenty of experience. I'm not saying I was the run of the town or nothing, but I got my experiences and what you live and you learn and you reform and you get away from certain energies and behaviors and movements. You know? Yeah. You get away from stuff like that. You don't have nobody have you out here bouncing from here to there. Nope. Stop it. Having somebody string you along like they're going to, like you and them is going to be together and the relationship just keeps going on and on and on and on and never progresses. Nobody's blaming her for that. A lot of people have passed. A lot of people. What do we need to know about Ronnie Doe's passing? Oh, look at that. They didn't show him no love. He said it was no love in that baby. That's as good as hate. Grief, pain, hidden love, repressed emotions, infertility, miscarriage. Ooh-wee. That's crazy. He said he felt put out in the cold by this whole situation, man. Like he just got snatched away from his love and away from his child. As he what? R.I.P. Ronnie Doe. You see it says rest up there, right? Stop playing with your divine goddess, Davy. Hit that like button for me, please. Please hit that like button for me. We asked the major question. We did. We asked, was Blue the damn father? We asked, was Blue the father? We'll ask, does Blue want to say anything else? Does Blue want to say anything else? Look at him. He said no. Y'all see it, right? Isolation. No. Let me see what's behind it. Chrisean, the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He said, I don't want to say nothing. This girl got him in his head, though. You know what I mean? This whole situation really threw him for a loop. You know what I mean? He never met nobody that was moving like this. She threw him for a loop. He thought he was a piece of work. Feeling trapped, confined, cornered, hands tied, victimized, feeling trapped 2 times, restricted, bound, victimized 2 times, paralyzed by fear, terror, anxious, feeling stress, hopeless, helpless, powerlessness, silence, and crisis. This is what's in Blueface's head right now. That's why he don't want to talk about nothing. He feel like Chrisean really embarrassed them. Like I said, it was supposed to be a family thing. They were supposed to be getting this Blueface vibe, Chrisean vibe money, you know what I mean, with their kid and with the whole circus and the grandmothers and the baby mothers and her and Jaden. It was all supposed to be a spectacle. It was supposed to be a big thing. Yeah, but she messed it up. She messed it up with that part. And as well, we all know she should have been got away from Blueface. Everybody kept wondering, why was you trying to have a baby with this person? Why was you trying to have a baby? God was even asking, why was you trying to force it? Look, maybe, why were you trying to force that? God is even asking her. Look, God is taking a look at this thing. Once again, a no. Let's take a good look. Is Blueface a no? He's not. The question of maybe is out of order. It's out of order. You see it right here? He already looked into it, y'all. However he did it. You think he sat there and just listening to her saying yes and no with a piece of paper from the damn network Zeus, you know, talking about he the damn daddy? You think he just sat there and was good with that? He has parental rights if he is the child's father. He can pull her right into court with nothing necessary. He can go get him a lawyer, pull in the court, I want a DNA test. She said, I'm the daddy. Zeus said, according to this DNA test that this network gave me, they said I'm the father. Can you pull her into court? I'd like a DNA test on record. It's that simple. Hey, Shanice. Let me see. I don't know where I got this one, Shanice. I would have to go back and look, but a lot of these things, they're just on like Amazon. Most of these decks, you just got to keep looking around. This is the standard rider weight, but they just have different, you know, different bags and a different way they print it, but they're all the standard rider weight, even though they look different. They're the same deck over and over again. You know, it's like the standard reading deck. Does Chrisean have anything else to say? Does Chrisean have anything to say before I move to another deck? She says she got a lot to say, but she can't. She did write a big, long paragraph talking about this and that. Nobody is saying Chrisean is not close to the Lord or with the Lord and in the temple. Even still, you could be close to God and you still got to do your bid, or you still got to, you know, pay the piper. God will be with you as you walk through your trial. That don't mean, you know. Did that save young girls back in the day who were 13, 14, and 15 who had a baby? What are they going to do with the baby? Either you're going to take care of the child or you're going to have to get the child up. But nevertheless, the child is still here in existence. It happened. It happened. But she says she got a lot to say. What you want to say, Chrisean? What you got to say about this? Oh, damn. She thinking about the love she had with Blue and the love she had with Ronnie Doe. Okay? Especially Ronnie. Ronnie was the sweet love. This is a sweet love when you hear the Six of Cups. Remembering somebody from the past. She says she does feel a heavy burden. She says she regrets bopping around like that, man. She regrets that. Bouncing around. You know, when she was lusting in it in her heyday. And now she just want to blink it away. She just want people to just be able to put that on Blue and have him shut his mouth and sit there and take that. That's a lot. That's a burden she's carrying. That's a burden she's carrying. And people are looking into it. Yes. Do we think it's mysterious? Quite. That man was asking for, you know, it was going through that he was about to get, you know, what he was requesting with that court order. And all of a sudden, it just went left. It just went left. 9 of Swords is 1 sword away from 10 of Swords, which is fatality, which is what Blue endings defeat right here. Right here. He was asking for it, and this is all he was getting. Tricks. People pulling, you know, all of the tools out of the hat to maneuver something, to trick. What does it say? creativity, action, power, performance, skill, magic, work, creating artistic classes, directing all your will, creative visualization. He said these people is putting on a show for TV. And my child is out here. He said, and my child is out here. That's what Ronnie said. So we did Blue, we did Chrisean. Carissa, what you got to say? Because you was out here, baby. I'm going to do a reading on you, baby. Your attitude been real, you know, real wishy-washy, kind of back and forth. She said she didn't know at first. She said she didn't know. It was a maybe. What else you got to say, Carissa, about this situation? I'll go to my next deck. Carissa, tell me something. What you got to say? She said she's just trying to be strong through it all. It's a lot. She said it's a lot. It's a lot that's not said. She gets angry a lot about a lot of things. Yeah, she knows she acts out. She said because it's a lot that she can't say, that she's prevented from saying. She's also going through her own relationship issues, you know? She said she just wants everybody to move forward. See that maybe again? She has maybe 2 times. What else, Carissa? What you got to say about this? Look. Maybe again. She said she don't know. She just along for the ride, man. She's just along for the ride. Wow. Ooh-wee. Oh, we didn't even ask. Jaden, you got anything to say? Jaden said no. Jaden is not feeling it, baby. Jaden's not feeling it. Okay? She said all this talk about children and all this stuff right here. She said as long as he continues to treat her children, this is Javon and Pinkface right here. Yeah. I always forget Blueface's daughter name. I always forget. Y'all know her name? Y'all can put it in the chat. I forget. But anyway, I'm just going to call her Pinkface. But this is Javon and Pinkface. Yeah. She said, I don't care about none of that. These two are my world. They give me all I need. And she says she's been focusing on that. Okay. Anything else, girl? Anything else? You sure? Anything else? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Nothing else for Jaden. Jaden is cool. All right, y'all. So that part is done. Let me see. I just wanted to ask the question straight up. Y'all seen the answers. I don't like to just keep asking Spirit over and over. You sure, Spirit? Spirit said what Spirit said. Y'all run it back, baby. Run it back. Run it back. Those cards came out clear as day. I didn't pick them. I was shuffling when they came out. Spirit, tell me how Blueface is feeling right now. This is a tender sore spot for him, man. This was embarrassing for him. It was embarrassing. They said, he feels like I would have never claimed you. I would have never claimed you. He was around here walking around with her with the belly and all of that. He was like, man, that was foul. She really hurt him. How is Blue feeling? Look, baby, did you see that pop out upside down? He do not forgive her. Oh, wait. He trying to get balance right here. He really want to give her a piece of his mind, you know? He want to give her a piece of his mind, but he's been keeping it to himself, trying to maintain balance, trying to resist the urge to, say something. He just said, I'm just going to keep it peaceful. I'm just going to keep it peaceful. He said, but I'm awoke, baby. I'm awoke. Don't ever try to play me. When he think back, he said, don't try to play me. That shit do make him hot. It make him hot. All right? That's what Blue said. Oh, baby, Blue. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Sorry she was, on that type time, bro. Okay. That's passion and guilt and detachment. He ain't feeling it at all. It makes him angry. You see that? Passion, guilt, detachment. He's detached from this situation. Okay. Give me some more. Spirit, Chrisean. Chrisean. Sadness. Sadness. Her main energy. She does have hope, you know. She stays around the church. So there is light energy around her. She's angry. Silent. You know, she keeping her mouth shut as she sit back and reflects. Damn. She said she should have exercised greater wisdom. You know, she knew it was a possibility. You know, she knew it was a possibility. But she was just hoping with faith. Hope. She was just hoping. And when he came out, you know, she said she was confused, man. That's what she said. She was also jealous. She didn't want anybody. She didn't want Jaden to be the only one to be able to have access to Blue. That's what it's about. If y'all want to know what Nvea is doing, when you have the child by the man and seeing how Blue is with Javon and Pinkface, she wants that same energy. She sees how Blue is with her son. I think his name is Superior. She sees how he is. He's very good with children when he wants to be. You know, when he want to be bothered with the kids, Blueface could sit there all day and mess around and be a big kid with the kids until, you know, it's ran its course and he ready to get on to the women and stuff like that. But for the most part, that's what it is. Being able to have access to him, no matter how many women he get with, she feel like as long as I got a child, I'm a BM and I'm going to always be around like Jaden. Everybody is competing with Jaden. They're all inspired by Jaden. Jaden's actually in a really good position to really take this thing in another direction. Jaden, if she sat down and really put her mind, you know, she can really come up with something good because she has the, you know, the clout right now to get it popping, Who was I going to ask for this over here? So I did Blue, I did Chrisean. Let me see here. This came up upside down. I was about to say, how is Ronnie Doe feeling? You know, we see wisdom and shame, right? But we're going to pull out some more cards, okay? How is Ronnie Doe feeling from beyond? Ronnie Doe, we ain't forget you, man. We ain't forget you. Okay? That's crazy how people just want everybody to shut up, stop talking about him. Like, y'all see it on my arm, right? Y'all see it on my arm. Ronnie Doe. Look at Ronnie Doe. Stop playing with your Divine Goddess Davy. Please hit that like button for me. How's Ronnie Doe feeling about this situation with Chrisean? It was a dilemma. You see it? A dilemma. Damn. Do it again. He was determined. I see that. Hold on. Let me get Ronnie Doe's words together. Because there was a lot of anxiety attached to this, man. Like, this girl really took him through it. He was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We used to run game together. You know? We used to beat people together. We used to do all kind of stuff together. How's she going to get out here and turn on me like that? He said, and then a nerve to be running around with a child that looks the splitting image of me talking about you. Ain't got no right to find out. Oh, baby. Ronnie Doe. How's Ronnie Doe feeling about this situation with Chrisean? Contentment. He's happy that it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? That the dilemma is coming to a head. Just wait on it. His family even spoke out. You know what I mean? His family spoke out. So they're just waiting on it too. You can't push nothing. You can't rush nothing. Everybody is curious about what the truth is. Blue came out here and said what he said. Y'all go look at I don't want to, you know, if I pull it up that, you know, but Ronnie Doe, how's he feeling about this situation with Chrisean? Ronnie Doe. Ronnie Doe. Letting go. Letting go. Okay? He said he has faith. He's going to give it over to God. He said he got faith that the right thing is going to happen. He had faith the right thing is going to happen. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Okay. How's Carissa feeling? Carissa. Carissa. Carissa hiding her feelings. She just trying to remain balanced, man. Carissa, if she has any feelings. She said, I'm just grateful for all my children. That's what she said. You know her. She going to take the high road. This is Leo energy, all that sun, you know. She said, I'm just trying to stay balanced because it's a mess. And we agree. She says, shit, I'm as perplexed as y'all. This is what Carissa says. And she says, yes, I am sitting back. She said, I am sitting back and looking at this situation because it does come with a level of anxiety. She don't know how these people feeling. You know what I mean? Who Chrisean and Blueface done got connected to. That is this much back and forth about who a child's father is when you could just go into the court and just get that taken care of. Even though Ronnie Doe's not here. You don't need Ronnie. You just need Blueface and the baby. If Blueface wanted to find out, he could go to a court and subpoena her to come and bring the child and they get it done. But they're not doing none of that. He's repressed. Repression. Disappointment right here. Uncertainty. Once again, Carissa, confusion. Carissa gonna continue to act like she don't know what's going on. Lou got isolation. Chrisean got inspiration. And Ronnie Doe has joy. You know? This is the Most High turning Ronnie's pain into joy. Telling Ronnie, don't worry about it. Right there in the middle is that pink. There is a little pink. There's pink in the middle. Telling Ronnie, don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. You know? Freedom is indicating that this topic is going to come to a head one day. It is going to be known. This is a very touchy, tender topic. Very touchy and tender. Okay? It's a lot of jealousy and envy going on right now. It's beneficial for some people to continue to promote Blue as the father. And for others, it's more beneficial for us to get this truth out here because don't nobody want to be hoodwinked. You know? Hoodwinked. Out here trying to trick these girls and make these girls think she did the right thing when it came to that situation. We're not saying Blue was right. We ain't saying Blue was nice to her. We're not saying none of that. Blue hold his L's where he need to hold them L's, baby. I don't agree with that shit either. Blue was basically pimping that girl. Straight up and down. Straight up. He know it. He know it. He tried to work with her because he done used up and took, you know what I'm saying, and ran through so much of her money with her. You know what I mean? She feel like she lost. She feel like she lost. But Ronnie said it's going to be a breakthrough. It's going to be a breakthrough. I did a reading on Ronnie Doe a few months ago. Yes, I did. But it's in our membership. So come over to the membership. You will be able to see a lot of those readings. Okay? There's a high level of anticipation and panic out here. You know? People out here really trying to push narratives and things like that. I just keep saying, how you going to push a baby on a man? I never seen no shit like that in my life. I never seen nothing like that. Blue don't know what he talking about. The man comes out and says it's not his. He been saying it ain't his since 2023. He been saying it. But y'all don't care. Look, I just split the deck. Y'all don't care. Look, family issues. Immature conversations, repeated cycle, trying to compromise, needing therapy and counseling. And he and Nvea's ass on the side. What did hers say? Appreciation, thank you to my man or woman, romantic gifts and gestures, special dates and ideas. It's Nvea on the side of who? Blue. Playaways right here. Charming, not serious, sometimes indecisive. Okay? That's what we got going on. And we got to watch out. Blue is saying she not who, you know, she not who y'all think she is. She out here waving, man, trying to put that on me, man. She was out here doing the most. Cloak, hidden, cover up, trickster, spirits, two-faced energy. I'm going to let y'all know out in the world of women, it's one of the most, like, for women in the circle, if you pop up pregnant and you don't know who the father of your baby is, all the women look at you sideways like, oh, you was that much of a damn scallywag? You was tossing it up like that you don't know which man you let bust in you last? It's a lot of intimidation from the women. That's why Chrisean don't want to open her mouth. She don't want to look like she was out here whoring. She don't want to look like that. Like she didn't know who the father of her child is, because if it's proven it's not Blue's, then who is it? Because Ronnie ain't here no more. Ronnie not here no more. Okay? She just doing her best to ignore it, hoping it will go away. hoping it'll go away. What if something happens and the baby needs a transfusion, right? Shouldn't he be able to get it from his daddy? Because it would be a genetic match, right? Or no? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let's find out. There was a lot of divination that was done on Blue that he didn't know it. He didn't know it. And Nvea over here trying to build a family, boo. You see this? Nvea again, 2 times. She trying to build a family, baby. She trying to get it popping. She trying to live the life. She is trying to be accepted. And I'm also getting Chrisean had to accept that she lost Blue when she did what she did. She lost him. He tried to rock with it, but that vexed his soul so bad. He laying up in the bed with somebody else's child. He laying up in the bed. Can you imagine? Come on, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Give us some more energy on this. Family issues for Chrisean and Blue right now. Because it's been crazy out here. Forever. Long-term relationship, working things out, wife, main girl right here. Somebody trying to get close to Blue like that. Spirit saying, watch out, Blue. This is Nvea again. Watch out. Watch out. I'm telling you. Look, who's here? Most High. Right here. High angels. You are protected. Prayer and meditation. Go cleanse your energy. Right here. Blue trying to make somebody else a family with him. He said, I'm focused on that right now. I'm trying to make some other children. Y'all ain't seen Blue with that child since he came home. That broke his heart. He came home to a damn mess. Chrisean, that man went away and Chrisean got out here and wild out. Wild out. A whole firestorm. A whole firestorm. See, people see Blue as arrogant. Yes, they see him as a future type. You know what I'm saying? Ready to make babies with whoever, be with whoever. He don't have a lot of baby mamas. That's one thing he said that I have to agree with. We only know about Jaden. And it was supposed to be Chrisean. But now that he came out and said it, the other baby from Nvea is not here yet. So he only claiming 2. It says sometime an asshole, charming qualities, don't take too serious. He might be all of that. People can say what they want about Blueface. That's still not going to make the baby his. I don't care what nobody say. It's not going to make the baby his. Tell her to hit that DNA. Tell her if she don't like what Blue's saying, pull him in the court and tell him to give up the DNA and test the baby. And so we all know that what she's saying is the solid. He said what he said. He said, I'm leaving it alone. Look, he got online and said what he had to say. He said, I'm not going to address it no more. Never at home, grind and hustle and wants to relax. Look, air signs right behind it. He said, I got enough women to fill my world to forget Chrisean at some point. He said, yeah, she comes across my mind. Yeah, we had contact with one another. Yeah, we had a long history. He said, who wouldn't have feelings for somebody with the history we had with one another? Yeah, I have feelings for, but I don't have to stay with that. He said, I don't have to stay with that. I can make myself a new family. That's what he said. He said, I want to try to get some positive energy in his life, even though we know Blue be up to his, you know what I'm saying, Blue tricks. But right now he got Nvea up in there and she giving him all her look, you know, mother's milk. You know what I'm saying? She up over there. He over there trying to get a coin, trying to make $1. And once again, Blueface, this comes out all the time. When I do your reading, I'm going to tell you once again. It says be safe. I told you, this is whack 100. When this card comes out, this will be Blue. Do you hear the sirens? Do you hear the sirens? Dangerous path, feeling paranoid, plotting to hurt you. Yes. Boys in blue. Do you hear the sirens? Okay. Ain't Blue C, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Please. It says they love you, but there are some differences that may be difficult to resolve. Take a break from this situation. Blue, Spirit is telling you to take a break from the camp, baby. I do not know why. I don't know why, Blue. Okay? Take it easy. Something's going on. I don't know if you know or not. I don't know. I'm just seeing these cards. All I know is this card done came out for you every time I did your reading. Listen. Blueface be on the internet. This is Blueface card. He be hooded up, going around looking to see what's going on. I'm watching you. Needs more info. Just being nosy, or somebody's watching you, Blue. You right here too, or somebody's watching you. Oh, wait. Wow, that's crazy. Give me a card for Chrisean. Always making you laugh, making the days easier, content creator, entertainer. So she has her mind on Blueface or some other streamers. She's online heavy. You know, there could be people in her inbox, you know what I mean? But she's online heavy watching people. Or people watching her, you know? Look. Y'all heard me say give me a card for Chrisean? Look at this shit. Court issues. Seeking justice and freedom, breaking the law physically or spiritually, lawyer, probation, parole. Okay. That should say Fulton County. Stop playing. Stop playing. Give me another card for Chrisean, baby. Ooh. She been asking Spirit when she gonna find somebody to be close to, you know, like Dirk and Nvea. Dirk and India was together at one time, you know, like this, like engaged, and they were quote unquote, as Dirk said, the couple's goals for their, you know, their circle. Look, you heard the car horn honk, but baby, oh no, the Spirit says that won't be happening anytime soon. Ooh-wee. If it was upright, everything is going, it says you're overthinking at the moment. Everything is going to work out soon, but it is upside down. So she's been wondering when this is going to happen. Look, y'all, see who's up next, right? You see who's in my hair, right? You see it, right? Toxic relationship, physical fighting, bad arguments, and needs counseling. Blue was never going to marry her. He was never going to marry her. He was wasting her time, unfortunately. If anything, what he had was an obsession with her. Okay, an obsession. And these two come up. You know what I'm saying? They've been all over the place. We know she been all over the damn place. Him too. A damn mess. And it's rumors about Chrisean and this man right here. You know, people try to sweep a lot of things under the rug. And Blueface tells it. He tells it. But nevertheless, yes, it was toxic as fuck. Blueface is toxic. Nvea thinks she's skating. She getting on there. He's one in a million. You know, I told you she trying to play the good girl role. I ain't going to say nothing. He could put it in 20,000 cootie cats, and I'm just going to go right back and sit right on it and, you know, do all this extra stuff. You know, as long as I got him by my side, you know, she got what she wanted. Girl, Chrisean thought she had what she wanted too. When I tell you they was going to the best of gigs, every time Nvea get back around Blueface, man, she stopped doing her hair. She stopped looking nice. She started looking like a ragamuff because he like her looking like that. She knows that. She can't come around Blueface and look all fixed up and jazzy and all. Only if they going out. Other than that, you better sit your maid ass around this house for when you know what I mean? And now you got the baby in you. Oh, yeah, he got you. Hook, line, and sinker, baby girl. If that's all Blue, hook, line, and sinker, baby girl. You think you got it made. They think they all had it made with these babies. It says playing games, emotionally unavailable, too immature and childish energy. Listen, Jaden been there the longest. She could tell you all about it. Polygamous. Jaden been there the longest. Every time all of them come through, the one that ends up right back at the couch is Jaden. Jaden. Says threesome, three-way connection, side chick, side dude, open relationship. Yeah, Jaden know all about Blue. Look, she been there the longest. She would be the Michelle with the two, you know, they got the two children. She would be the Michelle. And yeah, he still want her too. He still want her too. You understand? This is an obsessive man. Blue is an obsessive man. He's a narcissist, baby. Blue gonna do what he gonna do. Blueface, baby. You know what I mean? Always thinking of you, possessive, aggression, clingy, stalking, cord cutting, spiritual ties, and binding. I know Nvea ain't got good sense the way he done embarrassed her out here and talked to her all kind of crazy and called her bitch and told her hung up and shut up and go do something and get the baby and he ain't paying for a flight. Yeah, you know, I was talking all that crazy stuff. And she went right back and right up in that house. Man, you could tell when somebody got them a real fool. You could tell when a dude don't came up on a real nut. He like, oh, I got me one. Toxic as fuck. Terrible arguments. Pretending to care. Verbally, physically, mentally abusive. A warning. And you know who knows? Carissa. I told you this Carissa. Even though this is Ike and Tina, they was the couple. In this sense, the way I'm reading this would be Blue. And this Carissa. She back up everything he do. She ain't gonna say an MF word. She don't care how many times he go upside these girls' head. She know it's something wrong with all of them. Carissa know it's something wrong with everybody. Look, mental health. So she just laugh at everything. Because she the mama. She going to be around forever. Adult childhood trauma, needs therapy, trying to stay strong. If y'all wonder why Blue be acting out and doing all the stuff he do, you know, can't seem to come up on that long-term relationship thing, making things work, stable foundation, best friends and lovers. This is how he was rolling with Chrisean. He wanted him and Chrisean to be as big as this. You know, by happenstance. Here's Blue. Right here. He wanted him and Chrisean to be as big as this by happenstance, man. Just from them grinding. Trying to get that money. Chrisean, traumatized, mental health issues, isolation, take a break, stress, drinking, smoking, emotional support. She's trying to get away from all of this. That's why she is at the church. That's why she's working on boxing. She has a fight coming up in April. You know, y'all already know. I told y'all go back. It's in the membership now. If you want to see it, you'll have to subscribe to the membership to get that video. But yeah, I told y'all all about Chrisean going to boxing. I am the first one who said it after the fight she had in Compton. Right after that, when she had the day she had that fight, I got on and did my piece and I said, nah, Chrisean, I don't understand what this low level brute boxing, you know, fighting, backyard bumping y'all doing on damn Zeus. I said, why all this low level fighting? Why you not out there in that ring getting that big bag like Carissa? And I said, if I was a trainer, I'd snatch her up. Come here. You wasting this talent right here. Your raw talent. Help her to hone that. But I don't know how hard Chrisean been working out. You know why? Even though we see her working out, I'm used to when somebody works out, what happens is your muscles start to shape up. You start to see formations of six packs. You start to see, how do you say it? Biceps and triceps. Things start to shape up. I don't see any formation in her arms. Like it's still kind of, you know, just, you know, like I'm an older lady. You know what I'm saying? It's just like where is the, you know, even me, y'all see my arm? I always have this cut from when I used to work out. Y'all can still see it. When I used to work out, your arms will start to show, you know, your patterns. You'll start to see things happen. So I don't know how much working out she's doing, but yeah, she's been staying away from all of that, trying to get away from this relationship. She's been trying to stay away from people, the baddies, the scandalous hoes, not so classy, sneaky as fuck, and wants to use you. This is what the mama thinks about all the women around Blue as well. Yeah. She's also traumatized by her sisters. These are Chrisean's sisters. I'm just reading it the way I need to read it for the reading. These will be her sisters, Taseki, and, you know, I don't know all their names. You got a China and a T something. I don't know their name. I don't know all their names. I'm sorry. And I apologize to the sisters. I ain't, you know, no disrespect. But I don't know all their names. Okay? I'm not sure. Tareen, I think of China. I've been hearing those two names. It's so many, you know, and Taseki. That's the only ones I know. Okay? Latifa is what they call Taseki as well. Listen, y'all, I don't know what's coming in the future, but Chrisean better watch it because she got this card before too. Law of Judgment, court issues, feeling trapped and seeking justice. She got the Lisa left eye and she got the Cleo card. Okay? I don't know why she got both these cards, but she better be mindful. Better be mindful. She says she's disappointed in what happened. Lack of growth, incompatible values, differences, or lifestyle, short-term relationship. And they saying it's complicated. And it's short. It's messy as fuck. All these women. It's messy. Talking shit, fake friends, and gaslighting. Somebody got a I'm sorry out on this table. I don't know if it's Chrisean or Blue. But somebody's saying, I'm sorry. Can we talk? Regrets decision and change behavior. Give me a card for Blue so I know exactly who's talking. A card for Blue. Give me a card for Blue. Negative energy, weird intentions, envious as fuck, mission failed. Orisha, seek more confirmation. Talk to us soon, please. We are guiding you every day. So, Blue, you're being protected. There's been some type of negative energy being sent your way. And he said, you know, he's trying to get up out of that. He said he wanna get into it with somebody else, you know. He said he's trying to get into his business, you know. And on the side, you know, trying to get a little vibe. Okay? That's what he said. Chrisean, unpleasant, bitch or asshole, delusional, bad attitude. Chrisean. Okay? She giving that Jocelyn action. She ready to know for whatever. Who texting? Other lovers seeking options or too occupied. So they were going back and forth on the text message or something. Different than usual. The odd couple ignoring society standards, facing the truth. At one time they was together. Okay? It says protected. Most High Angel, Spirit Team, prayer, meditation, cleansing, and return to sender. This is where she's trying to stay, you know, inside of the realm of the circle. Intimidation, seductive, multi-talented, beautiful character. It says gay or lesbian. So I'm not sure, you know, who she's into right now. Give me a card in the middle. What's the middle? I love you. Feeling complete, showing affection, honeymoon phase. This was all supposed to be about love. That's what it was supposed to be about. Everybody did all this because they're saying they love somebody. You know? Yeah. Everybody acting ways because they say they love somebody. Tell us more. The men don't care. They're here for the journey. You know what I mean? They're here for the journey. They're here for the journey. Let me get a card. What Jaden got to say? Is Jaden here? Jaden. Because Jaden been quiet. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know what Jaden's sign is. Jaden got cravings. This is a sign to try something new or change your diet. Only you would know. Spirit is saying you might want to try a water sign, Jaden. Ooh, wee. And Jaden, I'm sorry. This is what I think Blue is saying to Jaden. Can we talk? Regrets decision, change behavior. See, he's still coming out with the I want you. Yep. And she's been quiet. She's been kind of in the shadow. She's been keeping her emotions to herself. To herself. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me, please, y'all. I ain't been on y'all too much in this stream. Not too much. Okay. Give me a card for Nvea. Nvea. Bring yourself, Nvea. Okay. Marriage, exciting plans, doing business, feeling stability. This is how she's feeling about Blue right now. She trying to sit in that seat. Gossip, diva, boss bitch, sneaky, secretive, no compromise, shut the F up, talking shit. This came out in reverse. So she's trying to do the opposite. She's trying to keep things to herself. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She trying to be grounded. She trying to hold him down. And it's complicated. You see her on the side? It's complicated. Forcing a relationship, lack of passion, and bored as fuck. He's boring. I mean, she's boring. They're boring together. It's not exciting like it was with Chrisean. And Spirit's still telling Nvea, I always tell Nvea, needs self-reflection. She's not going to figure it out till a couple of years down the line. that this sneaky link wasn't no good for her. Okay? It wasn't no good for her. Rebound situationship, making you jealous. Sexual addiction. Yeah. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who is this? Businesswoman. Independence, intelligence, going back to school, doing research, representing or starting a brand. Me. Spirit is like, you forgot you. I'm up here giving y'all this 1-2 right now. Listen, about all these situationships that this man got going on around him, but it all sparked today because of the baby. He said it ain't mine. And we got people out here trying to tell stories. They said, nah, it's Blue. That's yours. Blue said it ain't mine. And you ain't gonna make me. Look, I don't care what she say. Just like Michael Jackson. Do you know Michael Jackson made that song, Billie Jean is not my lover? Because there was a woman who came out here and claimed Michael Jackson was her baby daddy. That's why Billie Jean is not my lover came out. Do y'all understand that? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's why that came out. She's just a girl who says that I am the one. Go ahead, Blue. If you want to get back, play that Billy D. Listen. But the kid is not my son. Okay, Michael Jackson went off. She says I am the one. She knows she did. She says he is the one. Break my heart, babe. Y'all better go listen to Mike. Mike was crying. Mike was crying out. He was trying to tell us she lying on me, y'all. Right. It's emotions going on out here. I wish they would stop with that fake narrative. I couldn't believe it when I heard those people on their platform talking about Blue. No, he lying. They know it's his baby. And we looking dead in the baby face. Come on now. Are you kidding me? The man done came out and said that ain't his. How y'all gonna push that on that man? Okay? Just because y'all want Chrisean to win in a certain type of way, y'all don't want her to be looked at as being out here spreading that cootie cat. Y'all didn't want her to be known as somebody who was out here hopping from pogo stick to pogo stick and didn't know who her baby daddy is. Y'all trying to cover that up for this girl? It's okay. I come from the hood. We know all about it. You know how many girls in the hood had the story before Chrisean? It ain't nothing new. Go ahead, girl. Take your L and keep it moving. Ain't nobody concerned about that. But the fact that you keep trying to string everybody along and you want people to attack Blueface like he the bad daddy when he said he ain't the daddy at all. The nerve. Look. The nerve to try to put us in our head. Make us believe something. You kidding me? Stop playing. Stop playing. Let's see. Chrisean, envy. She is upset about this new relationship. Blue flaunting around all these women, everybody from a Stunner to a Nvea, even to Jaden still. In the back of her head, she feels slighted. She still feels a little bit upset that this reconciliation did not happen between her and Blue. And instead of a reconciliation, he tried to put some colors on her, baby. Some colors, you know? So she just, sick and tired. And she said she just went on with herself, high value. She said, I'm too high value for this, And basically she called it toxic love. Okay. Drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Okay. Blueface. Unknown caller. Blueface stays in the shadow. I told you that hoodie card is Blueface. Blueface stays sneaking around. Red flags. Blueface. He said, I saw the red flags. I knew it for a while. He said, yeah, I still stalk her. So what? I got problems. That's what Blueface said. He got problems. Okay. Signs, cheating, deception. Make it rain. He said, you out here chasing that money. He said, yeah, at times he could still be a little bit childish, you know. He doesn't like to face the truth all the time. Immature, argumentative, playing the victim. And also, this is Nvea. He wants Nvea to keep these blindfolds and keep them roses and this bandana around her head. He don't want her to see nothing. He said, as long as you can smell the money, baby, shut up, be quiet, and let me do what I do. And she knows it's red flags. That's why she has her eyes covered. She don't want to see the red flags. Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. That's how he feels. He's hiding his feelings. And all he do is Netflix and chill nowadays. That's all he do, he said. He said sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with somebody else. He spends time with other people. He's not always on that camera. And when he's not on the camera, every woman that comes through there is not always seen. He said, am I contemplating? He said he went back and forth about whether to say what he said, unsure, choices of decisions. And after a while, he just said, it is what it is. Ronnie Doe. Ronnie Doe, because y'all the three main people. Ronnie Doe. Ronnie Doe. Yep. That was her old thing. That was her old thing. New love options back on the market. He said she ditched them. He said he had to learn to love himself. He had to learn to love himself, and unfortunately a little bit too late. You know. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. He said she played mind games with me, y'all. She played mind games, big mind games with me. That's what Ronnie Doe say. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. And he said she kept secrets, man. She kept deep, dark secrets, man. She keeping one now. He said a couple. He said a couple. Sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. He said, man, I was going to go there with her. He said, I was going to go there with her. He said she was all I knew. Pictures. They was together. Persistent, still holding on. Flowers, gift, regrets, reminiscing, missing you. He said he knew he shouldn't have connected back with her when she called him. After all that flaunting around she did on the internet with Blueface, and then she going to come calling him months after. He said, man, she hurt me. She called me hurting, and then she turned around and hurt me. That's what Ronnie Doe said. Crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. The spirit said, it's unfinished business. It's unfinished business right here on the table between this situation, because there is guilt here. There is guilt here. Apology, remorseful, ashamed, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation. When it has come to distractions, who people was sleeping with, man. This is all this boils down to. Don't y'all see this? All this talk about these babies. Ain't nobody talking about how these young people is just hopping from bed to bed with each other. Hopping from bed to bed. And these women need to be ashamed. They just keep opening their legs and then try to blame Blue for what Blue is doing. Nah, Blue gonna be a man. Blue gonna do what Blue do. But trying to spin the narrative on us, making us think that Blue is just mad. That's why he getting out here and saying that. How you gonna tell this man that's his child? Blue, you could say what you need to say, because if Chrisean disagree, all she got to do is pull you into the courthouse and y'all could just do what Ronnie was trying to do, but we all know they're not going to do that. She being stubborn. She don't want to do that. Bossy, selfish, inflexible regarding Blueface. She don't want to do that. And she don't want to do that regarding the ex Ronnie. She don't want to do that. And ain't nobody mad at Chrisean, but it is what it is, honey. When you sitting around thinking of all the things, you know, that you're not, you know, releasing. And you want people to rock with you. And you want people to rock with you. You wanted us to rock with you when it was all about Blue, Blue, Blue. You wanted, you know, you wanted us all over the you and Blueface story. But now it's not a you and Blueface and it's quiet. We're not supposed to be talking about nothing. Leave Chrisean alone. Let her live her life. When before, it was the audience that put her and Blue on the map by watching them so much with their antics. Trust issues one-sided and detached. He chucked up the deuces. It was deuces chucked up on bananas. You hear me? Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. And Ronnie got push and pull. Power struggles, imbalance, and stubborn as well. This is also the toss-up between the two baby daddies. She was, you know, she was with two bananas. We're going to say it is what it is. You know, she in the spotlight. She in the spotlight. And I think Blue feels confined with rock bottom. Confined to this situation. Give me a card for Nvea. Huh? Look at Nvea. Broken mirror. Nvea, look in the mirror, hunty. I don't know what you are trying to achieve here in this situation, but you're just giving yourself more headaches. Addictions, roller coaster, a toxic connection. She just want Blue to desire her. You know? She want to be in the limelight. She want to be in the spotlight. It's controversy we don't know about between them two. Okay? Drama, scandal, truth coming out. And as well for all of them. For all of them. Chrisean just wanted to be desired too. All of these women want to be desired. They want to be the it girl. They want all the men, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Nvea better be careful. She about to catch Blue doing something. Something. Or either this is also about Chrisean, red-handed, secrets exposed and surprise and shock. You see, this is a man coming in catching a woman with another man. And Chrisean has been avoiding this. She don't want to be, you know, she don't want her face attached to what's going on. It's still not going to make, no matter how much she say Blue's baby, my baby father, no matter how much you verbally say that, go in to the court and show us that you know what you're talking about and we don't. But nobody's going to show us that. But they want us to be a part of the narrative. Watch the show. Watch the circus. You know, watch Chrisean do this. Watch the baby do that. But yet, you don't want to clear that part up. Everything else we could be a part of, but not that part. Ronnie Doe said, it's okay. You ain't going to be able to get away from this soul contract. He said, you had a soul contract with me, Chrisean. That's what Ronnie Doe was saying. He said, you had one with me. You let them lights, camera, action get to your head. You forgot about me. He said, but we still got a contract. Soulmates, partnership, and spiritual union. He said, we still got a contract. Jaden. She said they all toxic people. She look at every last one of them as toxic as hell. She can't wait till her children get a little bit bigger. Yeah. Addictions, bad advice, and wrong crowd. She said the wrong crowd. She said breakup, distance, separation. She said, listen, it's whatever with Blue. She said, I already know what he does. She said, I'm over it. She said, yeah, he be out here all the time. She said, good luck, Nvea. You ain't seen the half. She said, oh, and you ain't even getting no pop-ups yet. Just wait on it. Ooh, what you talk about, Jaden? Surprise visit, reaching out in person. I think Nvea thinks Blue has more than he has with infatuation. He might got a little something, y'all, but it ain't what Nvea think. It's not what she think. But here she gonna try, baby. She gonna be all up on him, baby. And he gonna let her. He gonna let her. He ain't gonna say a word. He ain't gonna say a word. Oh, wait. Stop playing with me. But it's high emotions running, baby. When Blueface came out and put up that post and said, he is not the father of the baby. That is not the first time he said that. So people trying to, oh, Blue don't know what he talking about. He just mad at Chrisean. Y'all don't fall for the hype, baby. Don't fall for the hype. They trying to cover up, you know, Chrisean not knowing who her baby daddy is. Because if it ain't Blue, then who is it? Because she done said, oh, Ronnie Doe's not the father. Okay, so if she going and get a paternity test and do DNA and it's discovered it's not Blue's, then who the daddy? Girl, she can't do that. She can't do that. It'll ruin all the narratives that she's put out there about this story. She knows she was out here getting up in toxic love. She knows she was. That ain't none of the men's fault. These young girls crack their legs, the men gonna fall right in. Right in. That's crazy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second today. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? You know, I thank you so much to the visitor that had to find another channel. Anybody else? Because if anybody else want to find another channel, I can help it. I can help. I can help. So far, we got our goodies in here. Edwin is in the house. Cosmic is up in here. Barbara. What's up, Barbara? Barbara. Okay. Minerva is up in here. Jessica. Sandra. Yeah. We just in here talking about it. We just in here talking about it, y'all. Okay? Give me a card for Blueface. How's Blueface feeling right now? Because, man, when I heard that, how them people trying to put this baby on that man, and that man is clearly looking like these people are insane. He said, I'm releasing this. These people are insane. They out their mind. 43 on the clock. That's 77. Okay? He said, ain't no way in hell. He said, I'm not keeping up this bluff. It's a bluff. You know? He been thinking for a while. He been thinking for a while about letting this here go. Letting go, moving on, walking away, pretending, mask, exaggeration, missing you, craving, and desiring. Okay? Spine. He's been watching everything. Social network, information, and ways. All right? So let me see. That's Blueface. Give me a card for Chrisean. How's she feeling? Conflicted, hot and cold decisions, multiple choices. Chrisean. Confusion. Conflicted and confusion right here. Man, that girl had suitors at the time. You know what I'm saying? She caused herself a lot of conflict. She was on that merry-go-round for a minute. She wished she wouldn't have did it like that. Unclear, uncertain, unsure. She's also spying. She's also spying. Give me another card for Chrisean. Clinging. Holding on, obsessing, and what? Spying. She feels suffocated right now. And she's in a lot of pain. She's in pain. And somewhere in her soul, she still only sees blue, y'all. Down in her soul, you know. She still lusts for him in a weird way. Yeah. That's the appeal of a narcissist, y'all. That's the appeal of a narcissist. Ronnie Doe. Divine masculine. Girl. Ooh, Chrisean. Ronnie Doe got the divine masculine. Baby. Ooh, wee. Spirit. Give us a tap in. How is Ronnie Doe feeling? He said, I'm okay. Self-growth, self-focus, and soul finding. Come on, Ronnie Doe. Come through. I like that for you. I like that for you. Okay? He said, ever since getting out of this world, you know, he said, I transitioned, man. It's been okay. It's been okay. He said, I had my moments, but God is taking good care of me. That's what he said right there. Okay? That's what Ronnie's saying. Give me one last card for Ronnie Doe. Ronnie. Good card for Ronnie. He said, I understand the mistake. You see, he fell right over her, right? He said, I understand the mistake I made clinging to this woman. Misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. And that's his child right there. He said, I understand the mistake I made. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Give me a card for Nvea. Nvea over here, as it would be. You know, she got that blondish type of hair. Nvea. Conflict. I told you, it's not all what it cracks up to be. There are times when them two do not get along. Clashing differences and incompatibility. Right now, she got a hard fault. She has emotions for Blue, but she pregnant now, just like Chrisean got pregnant. And once they so far along, they can't reverse what's going on. So she said, you know, damn, I'm just going to have to work with it. She said she jumped off a cliff, man. Jaden. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Jaden has a little bit of bitterness about how Blue did her in the face of all these women. You know what I'm saying? All this drama. And they could have had a nice little family is what she's saying. You know, how dare you? This time she still longs for, aches and craves, you know, to be in a situation with him because he was her first love and he's the father of her children. But other than that, she's longing to screw in a new light bulb. She says she wants some new light. But yeah, there's sorrow, grief, and depression around Jaden. She's sad, y'all. She don't like it. She feels like her foundation got tore up for no damn reason at all. You know, just because Blue wants to be out here in the streets. I'm hearing her saying for some scallywags that didn't want to really stand by him, that lied to him, tricked him, baby ain't even his, you know, got him out here looking crazy and whatnot. She said, nah, that's just wow. You know, she feels emotional about it a lot, though. A lot. She suppresses her emotions. Yeah. I get there's a lot of bitterness inside of Chrisean too, and sorrow. She has a lot of longing. She wants to be close to somebody. You know, yeah, she be in the church and all that. But y'all know some of them be the some of them are the most sad. The people that be in the church. Some of them are the most sad. Okay. So we had Blueface, Chrisean, Ronnie Doe, Jaden. No, this was Nvea, excuse me. Nvea, Jaden. Who we missing here? Let me see Carissa. I see Carissa on the bottom. Parade, baby. Okay. Parade, Leo, her Leo self. Arrogance, ego, and stubborn. She says she is exhausted with the whole situation. Depletion, drained, and long journey. Okay. And I see second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. I don't know who the second chance would be with. Okay. Maybe she's thinking he give a second chance to some of these women to get it right in the situation with him and these, you know, children. I don't know. Could you all do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me, please? I appreciate y'all. Ooh, she said she wanted all to come out, unveiling, coming clean in messages. She said she wanted all to come to the forefront. About what? About what? Family? Family? And what? The illusion, the fantasy. Daydreaming, imagine, fantasize, she said, and the lies, the secrets, the mystery, and the concealing. She said this situation has made her baby withdrawn. That's what she said. Even though y'all see Blue with children and women, she said Jonathan is withdrawn. She said that messed him up, messing with Chrisean. See that? That messed him up. He said giving that girl a second chance was the one thing he should have never done. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Some cards for Chrisean, baby. Give me some cards for Chrisean. Open heart. She's trying to change her heart. And she's spying still. She's spying still. Now, y'all know this is also my substance abuse card. It says social network information and ways. I'm not saying she's doing that because she has a fight coming up. So if she was, that would be crazy. That would be silly too. You know, because she would definitely have to throw the fight unless it's not one of them kind of boxing, you know, rings. But yeah, from what I know, I see Ronnie Doe. Pain, stress, and breaking point. He said before all of this came to a head, because this is how he came out. But he said before all of this came to a head, there was a lot of pain. He couldn't discuss. He couldn't talk about with this mistake he made with her. A lot of stress, a lot of turbulence. Okay, he had to be very cautious. And things definitely came to a breaking point. You know, he said she was breaking him. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. He said she had me trapped, man. That's what he said. Oh, wait. Nvea. Nvea over here trying to get her rocks off. You know, listen, Nvea is in, see what lusting? That's all she thinking about. Blue wanting her every time you see her, touching on her, feeling on her, rubbing her belly. She just want that fantasy. She don't even understand there are things coming her way too that she doesn't see with finality. She don't see it. She don't see it. Spirit says, oh, all of them have to heal from their past karma. This healing in this past life, all of them have to heal from this nonsense. One day. Spirit says one day. It said, if not, if the longer they continue to just think about sexual chemistry and sleeping with one another and making babies, the longer they continue to think about this stuff, boundaries will be up to what they're really supposed to get. No drawing the line and enough. Spirit is going to stop they bawling. Carissa. Come on out, Carissa. She went right over here by her cards too. Influences. She's got a lot on her mind. You notice when she gets online, she talks a lot more. You know, she puts a lot more energy out there and stuff like that. Attachment, third parties, and peers. Influences. She feels that Blueface has a lot of people talking to him. It's a lot of back and forth and gossip on the internet. It's just a whole lot, she said. She said she wishes everybody could just apologize to each other. That's what she wishes. And that everybody could just change their perspective, you know, and not let so many influences get into their head and say what it is. But she says ultimately this feels like a cursing situation. You know what I mean? In her house. Like it's weird. She said all these women, the only thing they see is Blueface. That's all they see, including her. Ooh, stop playing, Spirit. Stop playing, Spirit. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Okay, y'all. I went on the 1:30 mark. Y'all know I could keep reading and getting into a little bit more. Y'all know I could. But I'm going to try to wrap. I'm going to wrap this up and close it out. Let me see. What do I want to pull last but not least for him? What do I want to pull last but not least for him? Hum. Hummy. What do I want to pull, Spirit? Give me some of these. All right, Spirit. I'll take some of these. We'll come back. I know I forgot somebody. I tried to hit on everybody. But y'all saw the beginning of the reading. Blueface said, nope, it ain't mine. And you got all these platforms out here trying to do damage control for Chrisean. The man said it ain't his baby. I don't care what the man did. We're not agreeing that the man didn't do nothing. I told y'all he treated Chrisean like shit. He treated her horrible. I agree with that. I don't think they should be together. That was too toxic. To the point where she was busting him upside the head with a damn Hennessy bottle on national TV. You know what I mean? So we know. We are clear. Hold on. Did I mix these up? Shit. I hope not. We are clear on what's going on with them two. I sure did, damn it. Oh, shit. I hate when I do that, y'all. When you shuffle and you shuffle them vice versa. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Okay. 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 Thank y'all for that second. I had to fix that. At least for most of them. I know something is still the other way. It is what it is. All right. Let's get it, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Crystal, for hitting the thumbs up. Okay. Spirit, give me some cards for Blueface. I see Sneaky Link down here. Nvea. You have no idea what you have gotten yourself into. This man got two-face, baby. Okay? He's Blueface and two-face. Hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece. Playing with your emotions is insincere, not who you think. And the sword and the rose is right there, so I am telling you that true. Card for Blueface. Card for Blueface. Emotional storm, baby. Emotional storm. He got all the women up in their emotions regarding him. You have the women up in their emotions. Emotional storm. Rolling the dice. He said, I'm rolling the dice. I'm taking a risk. He said he's taking a risk on Nvea too. That's a risk. He said he watching. He gonna find out. He know what the truth is. He said, and you just let it be known. He said, I'm taking off the sunglasses. I don't want to hide anymore. I don't want to hide anymore. He said, and you know even more than that with crime of passion. He said he knows even more than that. Stop playing with me. Blueface got fake accounts, y'all. Blueface be around here. He be around here. All right. So I see thinking. Chrisean thinking. She been thinking. Missing you, craving, desiring. She missing somebody. Somebody she misses. Okay. Nightlife. You know she's out here on stages and things like that still. It said striptease, gamble, Vegas. She's thinking back about when they used to hang out and, turn up together, crying over you. She's had her emotional moments. And yes, she is thinking about some lies she told, some manipulation, some things she did, y'all. She got a plethora of secrets she keeping to herself right now with obscurity, secrets, mystery, and concealing concerning who she was with, karmics, third parties, haters, and lesson learned. Right here. She says she feels like Blueface was a gold digger. And she says she just wants somebody to hold her right now. She's just kind of numb to the situation. That's what she said. Okay. I was going to say Ronnie Doe. Party. Ronnie Doe. He's trying to tell us that something happened to him at the party. Let me do it right here. Something happened to him at the party. At the party. He said, you know, he was a little bit stubborn, arrogant, prideful, and ego. This is Ronnie Doe talking. He said he didn't want to listen to what people was telling him about Chrisean. He didn't want to believe it, man. He said they was telling me she wasn't for me. He said, and I didn't believe it. He said, I thought because we had so much chemistry together, you know, I had to, you know, I had to show up and show out and prove myself and show what was up, you know, and show, you know, step out on this. He said, because everybody knows she was laid up with me. Everybody know it. Everybody know she enjoyed me too. He said, we all know what it was. He said, Chrisean was up in my bed just like this, baby. Don't let it fool you. Ooh, Ronnie Doe, stop playing. He said, I know. He said, shocking. He said, I know. He said, I'm doing my best. I'm going to give Ronnie a little bit more. Ronnie ain't here to speak. He said, I've been doing my best to forgive her. He said, to forgive the situation, to forgive how they did me, man. He said, they put me in the back in the dark while they out here partying. He said, she rejected me, man. He said, made me feel sorry I even ever was with her, man. Had me holding my head while I was sitting up here obsessing over her, thinking she was the most beautiful thing in the world. He said, running around chasing her, man. And she got me up in this conflict like this. He said, I didn't want to believe it, friend of me, but her true colors came out with message. He said, she sent me messages, man. She came to me. He said that she made me look like a grudge holder, like somebody who was bitter, just chasing her for clout, man. He said, yo, it's crazy how it turned to this and how she tried to turn me into this. He said sometimes Chrisean prays and sends some apologies. When she prayed, we don't know this. He said when she prays, she sends apologies. I am sorry. The unspoken apology, eternal regret. Ain't that a tombstone? I don't know. I'm just sipping this. Why would she be saying sorry to Ronnie Doe? Massive regret. Nosy spreading rumors, gossiping. We just sipping this, y'all. Massive regret for how shady she was to him. And she said if she could change it, want you back, she would. She would change it because now she realized how her son is missing something that was so important. And she thought she was going to Rubik's Cube her ass up out of there. God said, no, you not. No, you not. Breaking point, she gets angry about that. And I will admit, Chrisean was very loyal to these men when she was with them. Up until the point where they told her, you know, let's chill. I mean, literally, she be all over them. All over them. So now she just trying to act unbothered. While she says God has given her a second chance at life. She is emotional. She's just not telling nobody. Nvea. Come on out here, Nvea. This is all Chrisean, right? This is all Chrisean stuff. This is Ronnie Doe. It's Blueface. Oh, Blueface said, I need some more. Okay, Blueface. He said, hold on. Look, Nvea, look. I'm trying to tell you something. Blueface ain't going to let you get out in front. I can already see it from every time you come back around him. You be looking like the damn maid in the house. Stop playing with me. And I know what that be about, man. They want to dumb you down so you don't. They're selfish. They don't want you to have, you know, no type of get up and go. But Blueface said more. All right, Blueface, you're selfish, looking for the next best thing. Okay, he got a bunch of fake accounts. He says, yes, I make bad choices in women sometimes. He's going to admit that. He does have a tendency to be very truthful. Remember, he's an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, there are spiritual attacks that come Blueface's way, and some that he sends out as well. Karmic triggers, spiritual awakening, shadow work, and divine protection. All right. Blueface says he wished these women loved themselves more. They wouldn't let him treat them the way that he does. That's how he knows they don't love themselves. That's how he knows. He got plenty of other lovers. Still involved with the past, cheating, secret affections, and toxic environment. He said also this is what Chrisean did. She didn't take time and go and love herself. He said what she did is just went and got up in other toxic environments and went out and slept with somebody else. That's what he said. He's not faking no more. He not faking no more. He don't care what nobody say. He don't care what nobody say. Intuition. Man, he knew it. He said, I knew it. I knew it all along. He said, yeah, I'm a player. I do all of that. He said, I do all of that. Yep, I lay my ball up and all of that. He said, but I know who my baby mamas are. That's what he said. Okay. Karmic relationships and all. He said, I know who my baby mamas are. He said, and he thinks Chrisean is psycho. He thinks Chrisean is psycho. He said something about, I miss you. I don't know if he misses her or she misses him. Okay. But he said that relationship, that romance was a lesson learned. That's what Blueface is saying. He said it caused him a lot of pain. And once again, just like Ronnie Doe, baby, did we have it up here still? That was my other deck, I think. Yeah, it was my other deck. Blueface got mistake too. Ronnie Doe said he made a mistake, and Blueface is also saying he made a mistake messing with Chrisean. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul, and karma. Now, it's not that Chrisean is bad. Okay, I keep telling you that. I am not against Chrisean. I'm not against nobody. I'm just, saying how it is, what's coming out here on these cards. But the thing is, they felt like they took a bite of that apple when they went with Chrisean. She taught their asses a lesson. As soon as they linked up with her, she taught their asses a lesson. And all of them feel abandoned. Ronnie Doe says she just, she rocked his world. Blueface, she rocked his world. Got him over here looking crazy on the live. When I see Blueface today was talking about what he had put, stating that he's not the father of Chrisean's child and that the father is Ronnie Doe. Okay. His face completely says it all. That man is numb. That man hates how he looks with what Chrisean did with that baby. And knowing that she was laid up in the bed with him, laid next to him, had the baby in the bed with him, doing all this extra stuff, he feels like she made him look like a fool. He says, and she's broken. And when you get with her, you realize how broken you are because there are so many secrets that she's hiding that she doesn't want to say. He said, but I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Skeletons in the closet, not telling the whole story. He said, I'm saying it. Yup. She had a whole love affair. Yup. Play a third party, hooking up possible STDs when it came to this commitment. When it came to us being together, and yup, she rolled off into the sunset. And she's playing the divine feminine role right now like she didn't do nothing. He said, that's why I'm triggered. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm speaking out 53 on the clock. That's why I'm talking. That's why my mouth is running. I'm talking about it, man. He said, y'all don't know. I know. I was down there. He said, I know what she smelled like. I know what she feel like. I know what she tastes like. He said, man, and shit wasn't right. He said, things wasn't right. Oh, dude. Listen, Blueface is holding back things. Okay. Greed by any means necessary, inconsiderate. He said he was fired up, baby. He said he really wanted to hurt her. He said because he felt tricked. He felt tricked, baby. He said he know who his baby's mothers are. You know that much. He said and she ignored him and tried to trap him. Ooh, wee. Ew. Blue. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. Nvea. Look, coffee cup Nvea. Meeting, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. So she feels like she's in there. Okay. Reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet memories. She feels like she's helping him to move past the memory of Chrisean with thrills and lust. This is what he thinks of you, Nvea. Thrills and lust. Continuous cycles, bad decisions and addictions. Greed, bareback, and inconsiderate. Oh yeah, he been hitting Nvea, you know what I mean? Like, he been, Right now, though, he is close to her with intimacy. Okay? He's scared to death that Nevea's baby ain't his. If Nvea baby ain't his, that's gonna really change Blueface for the worse, y'all. Y'all think Blueface treat these women some kind of way now? You wait until Nevea's baby come. And that baby, if for any reason it's a doubt, and Blueface find out that child's not his, man, listen. Man, listen. It's over for the women in Blueface world. Look, she hoping to get the crown, but do you see it? It came up upside down. Nvea, I'm sorry to tell you, baby, he's not going to give you that crown. It says owner, master, and top level. He's elusive. He's going to continue to be elusive with you. Dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Right now, it's numbing. They're both numb. They're both codependent right now. They're giving each other something that they need. I'm just giving y'all the inside scoop here, and we just giving y'all a bit of clarity on what's going on. Yes, Blueface be losing sleep, baby. He like, damn, how did I find myself in this again? With a woman who pregnant, who wasn't around me the whole time, and now she's saying she's pregnant, and I can't tell nothing from nothing. Ooh-wee. Baby, when I tell you, worried, replaying events, thinking about you, regret. Listen, if that baby ain't here, Blueface said he's going to be upset. I'm not saying Blueface going to hurt nobody, but Blueface is going to change, is what I am saying. If that baby ain't his, but that Nvea having. Okay? He telling her, think. You better you better think wise. Heart, soul, telepathy, in and knowing. I think he's saying he think it's okay. You know what I mean? Because he says she tapped in with her spiritual gifts and stuff. He said he feels a different kind of energy when he's with her. So he said he think that's okay. But if for any reason he asked for a test and it's a whole bunch of humming, and he said he's going to be shattered. He is going to be shattered. He said self-indulgence, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. He said, man, I'm going to take it to the self. I'm going to take it to the self. He said, because if that happens again, he said, I'm going to know it's my karma for something. Consequences, cause, and effect. Okay? Nvea, do you want to say anything? How you feeling, baby? Why do they keep coming up upside down for you, Nvea? Mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. Listen, he's not mirroring back to her the way that she wants it. I mean, a lot of it is fronting with Nvea. Tell me how Nvea feels. Her cards keep coming up upside down. I don't know what that's about. Nvea, give me a feeling for Nvea. Controlling. He's controlling her right now. You see this? He's controlling her. Needs to be right all the time. Possessive, jealous lover. Look, and anytime she don't act right, he just threatened to break up with her. She don't want that. She want to save face, especially if she's with child. She said he feels he has karmic friends, all these extra lovers, all these extra people. This does bother her soul. But yes, Nvea does have divine feminine energy here. It's watching you. Nvea, he's always watching you, darling. You have divine feminine energy is what I last put up there. It's a love-hate between you and Blue. It's not as cool as you think. He has a bunch of other lovers and she does not like that. But he controls her. She sits right there under his wing, no matter what he do. And he watches her like a hawk. He want to make sure she ain't partying and doing nothing right now while she got that baby. And it's complicated for her. She can't talk about it. She can't talk about it. She's blocked from talking about it. You know what I mean? He watches her on that phone. He has a fierce temper with her. Basically, Nvea, your baby daddy. Listen, he on demon time, boo. Look, and she was hoping for a divine masculine. Yeah, Blue has divine masculine if he want to be. But right now, with this in loom, it's hard. But he is praying. He said because if Nevea's child is not his, he said it's demon time. It's going to be money demon time and what? Gold time. Go time, he said, because he will be tired of these chicks playing with his feelings at that point, and he is going to be thoroughly uninterested in any of them. And what? He's going to take a bite and keep it moving and close the cycle. And he keeps tabs on her, baby. Nvea, oh, tabs is being kept on your ass. They're being kept on Jaden, and even still, they still being kept on Chrisean still. Remember, Ronnie Doe is not here. We still don't know why. We still don't know why. Curse, separation, nervous breakdown. Blue said he not trying to go there. You know, the stress and the sadness, the bitterness, and all this. He said he not trying to go there. He don't want to feel hexed like that no more. Said that's a hexing feeling that he was with. He said he'd rather be with Nvea, you know, at least she on this type of time. He said, and that's all I have to say, baby. That's the depth of my mind, you know. And Chrisean here, there's obsession here. I don't know with who or what, you know, infatuation, adoration, and addiction. And this also could be Ronnie Doe's card. This is how he felt about Chrisean. And in their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing. This could be Chrisean. Because, baby, if she could, she beat up that damn social media. Social media is really baking her, doing her in. And so she runs to the church. She runs to the church to keep from breaking down. Because right now, when I tell you homegirl got some dirty secrets, she got some dirty secrets. Chrisean got some dirty secrets. Dirty. Jaden don't like what's going on. Yes, that sparks jealousy in Jaden. She doesn't talk about it. Sadness, bitterness. She knows Blue is toxic. He's a manipulator. She feels the relationship is dysfunctional. You know, she feels all these women, you know, like he just get up with so many. It's just too much. It's just too much. So she don't call him Blueface. She call him Two-Face. She says she know he's a big narcissist. Big time narcissist. Okay. You know, she says she don't want to lust for the karmic relationship no more. Even if she wanted to go out here and be with a man, Blue intimidates her to not be with no other man. And that's okay. I'm a second that, actually. Jaden, cut your losses. You've been with one man. You have 2 children. You've been there and done that. Listen, boo. Just focus on you. Focus on you. You don't need nobody. Focus on you. Because if she did get somebody, that's still going to be a problem with Blueface because he still wants Jaden. He still wants Jaden. Jaden is, he trusts Jaden to a certain extent. To a certain extent. But at the end of the day, he don't trust none of them. He don't trust none of them. He said where Jaden messed up is when he went to jail. And the nerve that he would, you know, the audacity that these men think you're supposed to stay by them through thick and thin. But hey, the minute that they find something new, they off in the wind. You know what I mean? They off in the wind. So let me get a last closing out. I want to see what be going on here. Okay. We got approximately 2 minutes on the clock, y'all. We counting down. We're going to close it off. Okay. Spirit, I'm going to get last cards for everybody. A last card for everybody. Last cards for everybody. Spirit says, okay. Last card for everybody. Let's look in. All right, Blueface. Ooh, that was easy. Oh, look at Blueface. He said, I'm good. He said, look. He said, I got a new one possibly, and I got my family. He said, I'm good. Ooh, Blueface. Wow. I see judgment on the bottle, baby. Judgments will be being handed out for some things. That means things are going to be uncovered. He got joy, success, celebration, and positivity. All right, Blueface, Chrisean. Chrisean. A lot of cards came out for Chrisean. She's been working hard. All right. Spirit, can you help me get a little bit more? The star. I'm going to give it to her. The star. Chrisean. I'm going to give it to her. Okay. Hope, faith, rejuvenation, spirituality. She got her butt up in the church. She been praying hard, baby, for balance. See, y'all, what y'all don't understand? Like Mary, I forget. Okay, Mary, the one who rubbed her tears and poured the oil on Jesus' head and at his feet and rubbed her tears. while her sister, it was Mary and Martha, Martha's sister Mary. While Martha was in the kitchen running around, washing this, washing that, cooking, doing this, doing that, Mary sat at the feet, at the feet of Christ, and rubbed her oil on and cried at his feet. So it is Chrisean. They said the one who has the greater sin is the one who comes to Christ the most with tears. They have the greater sin. So she's going to stay up in the church and stay up under God because Chrisean is trying to be forgiven for something. Ronnie Doe, we got temperance. There you go, my angel. Ronnie Doe, okay? Angel. Ronnie Doe is up there getting balanced out with the Most High. Everything is going to be okay. And really, he was a match for Chrisean. You do see her pouring the water, and you do see him having the water. Look, did you hear the car horn honk? He was a match for her. He was a match for her. She let that go. Okay, we got Blueface, Chrisean, Ronnie Doe, Jaden. Jaden got the world. Jaden's finna start over. She want her own thing going on. You know, she just want to see her children grow up, graduate, you know, achievements, successful endings, possibilities, and completion. She also wants to see herself, you know, just do better. She wants to have a pop and show on the internet some way, somehow. She wants that. Yeah. All right. Ronnie Doe got middle path, finding patience, meaning, and balance. Okay. So that was Jaden, and we got Nvea. Nvea. You can clearly see Nvea is with child from what they're saying. Okay, Nvea. Give me a card for Nvea. Nvea. There's some type of arguments they be having, y'all. Just notice it ain't peaches and cream over there. She gonna keep her mouth shut, though. Give me a card for Nvea. I need you to pop. Give me a card for Nvea. Ooh, judgment, judgment, judgment. All right, this one came out in my hand. Confident, adventurous, energetic, and charming. Knight of Wands. I think Nvea is an Aries. She's a fire sign or something. So right now she's keeping it youthful and young. Blueface gonna keep her legs pinned to the back of her head, and that's where she at right now. He giving her Knight of Wands energy, even though he her baby daddy. I'm just letting y'all know what it is on the High Priestess. Okay. Oh, we forgot somebody. We forgot somebody. We forgot somebody. Carissa. Carissa. Big mama, you know I'm going to give you your own reading. You've been out here acting up, Carissa. Carissa, that's a lot. That's a lot, Carissa. We're going to go again for you, mama. Just one good card for Carissa. I'll take it. She said 6 of Cups. She said life was better when they was little kids. When they didn't have all these women and we didn't have all these problems. Life was a lot simpler, she said. She said, all of this is too much. She said, but I'm over here with my son. Y'all know where she going. You need the son and a house to go with it, right? Ain't the children right there? She said, I'm down with it. I'm on board. Whatever he doing, I'm doing. That's where Carissa at with it. That's where Carissa is at with it. Did I forget anybody, y'all? I think I got all of them. Everybody who's in it right now. Oh, and let's just ask Chrisean Jesus while he's here. We ain't say nothing. We didn't ask him nothing all reading. You know, I try to leave little homie alone. You know what I mean? I try to leave him alone. He said, I wish my mother would come out and tell the truth, man. Ooh, wait. He said, I wish my mother would come out and tell the truth, baby. You better stop playing with me. He said, man, if I could talk, I'd tell it. He said, if I could talk, I would tell it. And I don't care what y'all say. I know from one of the journalists actually figured out what was wrong with Chrisean Jesus, and he's right on point with that. He is right on point with what is wrong with him. When she puts his hand over his face, I understand they're saying, you know, like she puts it there to correct when his eyes are going, you know, and she's like trying to correct it to give him something to, you know, focus on again. But I'm telling you, the way he turns around and jerks on her, he doesn't like it. He don't like it. I haven't seen her do it lately because she haven't had him on lately. She hasn't had him on lately. But anytime you see him jerking, when she got her hands all in his face, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Even though he might have some, physical difficulties that he's working through, you know when you don't want somebody all over you in this way or that way, sometimes he want to get down. Like little kids, they want to get down and move around and do other stuff. Like he be wanting to move around, but, you know, he can't do nothing. He said, I wish I could move around more, you know, but she kind of keep me confined. I'd love to explore more of his world. He'd love to explore more of his world. He said, but right now, all I got is my mama. All I got is my mama. And she's sneaky as hell. Yeah, she is. She be telling lies and telling story. Yeah, she did do something sneaky to get me here. He said, yes. He said, got everybody on the internet scratching their head and wondering, who is the daddy? He said, he's not happy about that. He ain't happy about that. He said, it's too many people. You know, mama was out here spreading that cup around. It's a guy and somebody in the tree. It's a cup coming from the clouds. There's 3 cups down here. He said, it was too much activity. Ace of Wands. He said, my mama was busy when it came to creating me. He said, and that's on truth. Look at his little face. Look at Junior. He said, I'm going to grow up. I'm going to be all right. He said, I'm going to be all right. He said, sometimes I feel sad. He said, sometimes I want to get away. He said, but I can't. You see the moon? Look, sad. He said, sometimes. He said, but other times I feel good, you know. I feel good with my mama. That's what he said. He said, and then sometimes it's just no fun. He said, it's just no fun. He said, when I was in her stomach, it wasn't no fun. Remember what I told you? The wands are the male phallic. He said, it wasn't no fun. And God see everything. Even people who not here no more. He said, God knows. Ooh, wait. He said, my father is upset. This is what Junior's saying. He says, my father is upset. He wanted to hold on to me. He said he didn't get that chance. He said, I just try to be happy as much as possible. He said they made my dad look like a fool. And he chased my mama. He chased her trying to, you know. He said, but they were up to tricks. That magician card again. He said they were up to tricks. He said, and that's the truth. He said, and I wish my mama tell the truth. Now look at Junior. He said, because she got me out here looking crazy. Look. Junior said she got me out here looking crazy. She told me from here to there. He said, she know who my daddy is. Don't you, Mom? Look. See the pelly? Don't you, Mama? You know who my daddy is. The emperor, the empress. She know who the father is. He said, I just wanted to talk a little bit and say my little piece. Look, little Knight of Pentacles. He said, but I do love my mom. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He said he love her. He said, but I love my father too. He said, and they had a fight. Anything else you want to say, Junior? He said, I just want to say I love my mama when it's all said and done. It's okay. He said, it's okay. Ooh. She got herself a lovely little boy. She got herself a lovely little boy. Look. He said, I know. I'm the best. I spread love. Junior, oh, man, Chrisean Jesus, you funny. He said, I know. I spread love. All right, shorty. I like it. I like it. 9 of Pentacles, man. Nvea, I don't know. When it's all said and done, look like it's a possibility. Blueface could be very single over here. I don't know. When it's all said and done. You know what I mean? All right. We're going to wait. 8 of Wands. Spirit says there's more messages. What about Spirit? Oh, we definitely gonna come back. And it says about Ronnie Doe. Everybody's wondering, Hangman, what happened there, right? Spirit says, I know. Spirit says we might have to talk about that Wheel of Fortune when it concerns this death. Ooh. And how he was loving on this girl and what came from it while he is now resting at peace. You see Ronnie Doe? He had a lot of love for her. But Spirit says, don't worry. Things will move forward. Things will move forward. Spirit says, I got messages. We're going to talk more about this here baby situation, about this coin. It was palms grease. All kinds of things went on, baby, concerning this death. To put this boy out in the cold. To get him away from Chrisean. And hit him with them heavy burdens, baby. And that's certified, sealed, and delivered, y'all. That is the reading. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. And just to let y'all know, when we come back, we will talk about that. Spirit had to come out and jump out with that. Spirit said we are going to talk about that situation. Ooh, with that unaliving right there. Betrayal, utter defeat, breakdown, rock bottom. It says sacrifice, release, pause, new perspective. On what? Addiction, materialism, playfulness, feeling trapped. The secret about that, baby. That's going to be told about this death. What is it? What is it? I just want y'all to see. He said, man, I used to wish so much for that girl, man. I used to wish to be on top just so I could go and get her. He said, man, she broke my heart, man. She hurt me. This is what Ronnie Doe is saying. And God is saying, I back that message. I know. He said, I know she loves me. He said, and I love her. This is God and Chrisean. God says, I love her and I love Junior and I love them. He said, but I love Ronnie too. And it wasn't right what happened to him. 5 of Wands. He was attacked when it came to his family. He just wanted the family. See the little kids? With her. Justice will be served. One day. So they can block it all they want. It's going to come through. All right. That is my reading, y'all. That's my reading. I can keep going. All right. Please like, subscribe, and share. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, baby. Stick out here. Y'all heard what Spirit said. Yeah. Chrisean in her head right now, baby. She in her head. She thinking back about this baby business. She thinking back. That's the reading, y'all. Don't forget to hype up the video. Don't forget to check out our membership, and I will be back with another reading shortly. I'm going to take a break. Y'all know what I do. Chill out for a minute, and I'll be back. Take care, Divine Collective, and I'll see you on the next one.